because of a lot of cultural conditionings, societal conditionings, and the way in which the divine feminine has been suppressed, such as feeling bad or guilty or wrong for having desires or certain wants, having to fulfill the expectations of all those around her and not being able to actually live life according to her own truth and authenticity. All of these experiences can cause the feminine to begin to suppress her life force energy. Our life force energy is our creative, innate, instinctual energy. It is the essence of each woman, the essence of each person. And because we're all made unique, when we're not able to fully step into our truest, unique self-expression, also because of our own self-doubts, the fears that say, I cannot, I'm not allowed, all these conditionings we've taken on that's made us fearful and anxious, or even feeling like we're undeserving of love, all these layers of these heavier energies can block the ability of our life force energy, some people can call it Kundalini energy, our true self-expression, to be blocked, to be shut. And what ends up happening when our feminine energy that wants to be liberated, the desire for us to expand, to be sovereign, and to experience our freedom, when all of that has been sort of stopped, what ends up happening is our life force becomes constricted, our desire for our liberated feminine expression becomes constricted, and then we experience things like depression or anxiety or frustration or lethargy or avoiding life or lack of meaning, a lack of pleasure in life. This program basically looks at our ability to begin to clear the subconscious programming, the energetic blocks that are causing us to feel fearful. So this program starts off with the first pillar of empowerment. And we work with the energy of empowerment through the solar plexus chakra or the Manipur chakra. Chakra is simply a center of energy that has a function of affecting our psychology, physiology, behaviors, and emotions, okay? The spiritual energetic center. By strengthening the solar plexus chakra, by looking at what takes our power away, by looking at how to change behavioral dynamics with people that are causing us to give our power away, by reprogramming our energy and our mind in certain ways. To really step in to our true courage and our ability as a powerful being to step into that which we want to create for our lives, which is a life that we love. I want to tell you a bit about why I've created this program and what it's really coming from. The True Feminine Rising program is coming from basically 20 years of work that I've done on myself and about 15 years of work that I've been doing with clients and in various one-on-one therapeutic settings, as well as in group formats. In my training in not just my doctorate in counseling psychology, but also my passion in goddess work, energy healing, mysticism, quantum energy healing, and yoga psychology, belief system work. I brought all these things together because I found that in order for us to really transform in work and awaken to our feminine empowerment so that we can release all these restrictions and constrictions that we've been living with, in order to really help us liberate all the conditionings that make us feel like we can't and we're powerless, we have to work with the mind, body, and spirit. This program basically looks at the 4 fundamental pillars of feminine healing and awakening. The first major pillar that this whole program is really based upon is the energy of feminine empowerment in certain ways. The second pillar we work with is the pillar of embodiment. I found that because we've held out to a lot of trauma, and we have a lot of fear and a lot of maybe subconscious programming around it's not fully safe to exist as we are. We have to modify ourselves. We have to work harder, be more pleasing. All of that has caused us to sort of disconnect from our body, and this is experienced as numbness, dissociation, disconnectedness. And for many women that I have worked with, I found there was a sort of a kind of a leaving of our feminine energy center, our feminine vessel, leaving our body and being so preoccupied and trying to live life from our minds. And so the busyness in our minds, the overworking, the overdoing, because we're disconnected from following the instinctual flow of what our life force wants us to do. So the second major pillar of feminine awakening is embodiment. And we work on embodiment in this program first by working with the root chakra, the Muladhara chakra, which has to do with the energy center that connects us not only in our body, like pulls our presence and consciousness into our body, but then also into the earth. So we remember that we are both the earth and spirit. So after we work, and freedom has to do with your ability to recognize that you are a powerful creator and you have the ability as the feminine presence to tap into the forces of nature, including Mother Earth herself, and begin to draw in the support you need to fulfill what is your truth. So after we work with embodiment and freedom, we get to the third month. And the third month has to do with sacred sexuality and true love. And sacred sexuality and true love, we work with the sacral chakra and the heart chakra. Now, what this has to do with feminine embodiment or feminine liberation and feminine empowerment is we start to understand how to tap into our sacred sexual feminine energy. Our sexual energy has been distorted, has been misused, has been misdirected. So in our sessions together and in the trainings that you will receive, you'll begin to learn about what is this sacred sexuality that we have as women? How do we actually learn to honor it? How do we actually learn to hear it? And how do we actually learn to embody our sacred sexuality so that we can live moment by moment in a way of drawing in pleasure, of drawing in fulfillment, and of feeling a deeper love with life itself. So we start to work with the sacred sexuality, and in the sacral chakra, the energy center, is also where a lot of women hold trauma, old emotions, and griefs. So for a lot of women, we may feel heaviness in the belly, tightness in the belly, discomfort in the gut. So as we work with clearing and healing the sacral chakra, we begin to express all these emotions we've been holding, and we let these emotions churn and move, so that way these emotions can move through your body and out of your body, so that way your womb space, your sacral chakra, becomes open and clear enough to then birth the manifestations of what you truly want and desire. See, many feminine, we are basically trying to manifest and create the life we want, but there's so much stuffiness in our sacral and womb area, which is the area of feminine manifestation, that we're not able to actually birth our creations into existence because so much of our energy is being pulled into dealing with our pain and our trauma and our fears and our anxieties and our negative thoughts. So as you begin to clear all of this from the sacral chakra, you begin to recognize and learn in this program that your womb space, your sacral chakra, your sexuality is the portal for powerful manifestation and receptivity. And then the last pillar of the feminine awakening and feminine empowerment we work on is true love. Now we start to work with releasing the heart walls around our heart chakra. We start to work with what does it mean to begin to direct compassion and love to yourself. How do you release the harshness, that bully in your mind that's always telling you cannot do it? So when you work with the energy of the heart chakra, this is really about marrying your masculine and your feminine, marrying the divine with your human. Working with your heart chakra and healing the blockages around your heart is really about helping you to open to love again in a big expanded way. Love for yourself, love for your life, and also being able to give love to others. The true romance that you're seeking from a man, from a woman, whatever it is, begins with you learning how to embody love frequency. You have the right to have a romance with all of life. You have the right to feel that your beloved is not just one person, but life itself. So as we start to work with love frequency, divine love, divine romance with yourself, with all these parts of yourself, with life, all of a sudden you start to feel like you can open your heart and trust again, because what you're trusting, first and foremost, is your capability of loving yourself and holding yourself in love. In this program, what you will receive to help you through these major pillars of feminine awakening and empowerment is instructional videos where I'm speaking about each principle and each chakra in a much more detailed manner. There's 10 videos and 2 audio lectures, so that means that once a week you're going to receive a mini video, and they're about 15 minutes long. And take a moment to just read through this. The first month is videos on empowerment, accessing your power. And then the second month, because we're working with the root chakra, grounding and embodiment, week 7 and week 8, we have instructional videos about just working with fear and anxiety. How do you access the wise mind, and what's the psychological core belief systems that are causing our anxiety and fears? And we work with anxiety and fear because it has to do with our inability to be in our body. And then week 9 and week 10, we work on really going into the true love, awakening love, healing the heart chakra. For the second, also the third month, we look at the sacral chakra, audio lectures about manifestation, sexual energy, and the divine feminine. So these are basically the videos you will receive. You also get an ebook that I wrote specifically for this course. And every week you will get assigned 2 or 3 mini pages, small about 5-10 minute readings about these particular feminine pillars of awakening and empowerment. This is the ebook here. And here we have the introduction. We have an overview of what the chakras are at training. This will be part of your mini bonus course on the goddess and the chakras. And then we start with pillar 1, empowerment. We talk about just the teachings of empowerment, judgment, unique self-identity, affirmations, practice. And then we have some practices you can do in activities to access core belief systems. And then we have chapter 2, all about freedom and the root chakra and embodiment. We got the readings, the themes, 8 affirmations for the root chakra, some activities and practices. And then lastly, we have chapter 3, sacred sexuality, love, the sacral chakra. We've got teachings on love and the divine feminine, sexual energy, intimacy, divine feminine, feelings and emotions. And lastly, we have the heart chakra teachings, working with love, healing the heart, self-acceptance. And then we got practices for love. affirmations, and some personal activities to begin to access deep love within yourself. You will also get very powerful guided meditations. Every week you will get a new guided meditation that has to do with that particular theme of feminine empowerment and awakening. And these guided meditations are professionally recorded, and they work with symbolism. They work with guided visualization. They work with body relaxation. And they work with energy healing. So these meditations you can listen to in the morning, evening, or during the afternoon to help you really anchor in these pillars of feminine awakening. If you go to all meditations, it's about 12 meditations in this course, and it's by themes. So I'll just take you quickly through the stroll. So this is all about empowerment. You got 4 meditations for empowerment. You've got a meditation for the sacral chakra, Mother Earth grounding and rooting, working with the sacral chakra, womb activation, Mother Earth grounding and healing. Meditation for deep peace and letting go. Meditation for the heart chakra, opening to love. And then we have affirmation practices, audio affirmations with mantra for the root chakra, for love, for the sacral chakra, and for empowerment. We have in some of the months is what we call the longer energy healing meditations, which are about 40 to 50 minutes. And it's more than just a meditation, it's actually a journey that you go through in deep healing and deep clearing. What I also find is helpful in our path of transformation, and for me, was that, I'd go ahead and do some healing work, and then I'd go ahead and move through my week, and some things would happen where I'd start to fall into my old patterns of the doubts, of the fears, of giving my power away, of codependency, and of forgetting that I am a sacred, powerful feminine, of forgetting my true, innate goddess energy, of forgetting that I'm worthy of love and abundance. So when I would forget these things because of the programming, because of the trauma, because, just going through life and being programmed to feel small and incapable, perhaps the judgments I've received. So when I would forget the work I've just done, then I'd get back into my old patterns in my week of making these decisions that weren't really honoring my self-worth and self-care. So what I really needed for my own transformation was actually daily commitment to absorbing material and content and practice that would keep me in the remembrance of the truth of who I am. In other words, daily practices to anchor myself in feminine empowerment and liberation, to keep in that frequency. So all of this, it took time in terms of training and gathering all these different modalities of psychology, core belief system work, energy clearing, mysticism, yoga healing. Is that women are looking for a program, a protocol, a process that will guide them through small daily activities and practices to get to that place of that person, of that feminine, beginning to really feel and know of her capabilities and her potential and her power to overcome restriction and powerlessness, worthlessness, to feel her embodied pleasure, her goddess energy, to live in that way. Portal with your login and password. You got the front page with an introduction, how to use this course, and then download the whole ebook. Every month is organized, month 1, month 2, month 3. Every month when you click on it, you have session 1, week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. Again, week 5, 6, 7, 8. So every month will have its 4 respective weeks. You click on one of the months, session 1, week 1, you have an overview of each week. So overview of session 1, for example, you're going to have a little recap of the week's content, what to expect, and then recommended practices during midweek. So every particular session you go to will have an overview. The overview will basically have a similar format, 25 to 35 minutes of practice at one go with PDF readings, videos, and activities. So when you go to readings, for example, you'll have the readings that you can download. Okay, again, you go to a random session, for example, week 2, empowerment, go to the readings, and you've got the readings you can download, and then you got all the videos as well. Click on the video, you've got the video, which is about 15 minutes, right? If we go to any random session here, again, imagine we're on month 3, session 9, we go to sacral sexuality video and audio lecture. So after that, what we have happening here is the activity. So every session, every week will have an activity. You simply click on the activity and you can download the activity and work through it. And then lastly, your meditations. Now, the meditations you can, again, download, practice. And if you want to go to all the meditations at once, you click on all meditations audio, and these are all the meditations that you can select from this list instead of having to go through the program. Lastly, you've got your bonus material, some of the courses, booking an individual session, how you do that, and then you've got your mini class, Goddess and the Chakras training as well here. So there you have it, and back to home. Is that you check out my website, drrameetlovelife.com. You go to the services. Here you will see all the information for the program. Part of the program is also the upcoming weekly feminine empowerment group coaching session. So in addition to the content, you can also enroll in the week by week sessions. There are 12 sessions total, 3 months. We meet once a week virtually through video to video and work on different themes of feminine empowerment and healing. So this is going to be live sessions. So basically for the enrollment, check out the cost of the different packages at the end of the website. All the way at the bottom you can see all the pricing options and the packages. For enrollment, just send me an email. And then we'll set up a brief 15-minute consult where you can ask any questions, and then I can tell you a bit about the program, and if it's a right fit for you and you feel you will benefit from this program, then I would just simply enroll you in the program, and that's how it would work. So that's my email, drrameetlovelife@gmail.com. Send me an email and we'll set up a brief chat, and then from there we can go ahead and get you enrolled in the program.